Hey, hey, ho, ho, how's it going? Sorry I'm late today. I'm a sleepy little guy. Also, I'm just not feeling great. So, naturally, that means we're gonna play a horror game. Man, I hate it here. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna play, Mountains of Madness again today. So yeah. That should be fun. The dev fixed it a whole lot. Fixed it right up. I don't want to be one of them content creators that plays a game the day it comes out and it doesn't quite work right. And then they go, "Oh, it's a bad game. This will always just be a bad game," even though they fix stuff. So here we go. Let me come over here. Okay. Do. Okay. Looking better already, if I'm being honest. Where's my game capture? There it is. You know what? This is looking far better already. Better than I ever could have expected. Cause look, we've got options on the menu. Wow. Who could have seen this one? Oh, we've got VSync too. Wow. Amazing. Truly amazing. Damn. Alright. So far, all of my complaints have been rectified. Wow. It's almost like indie devs listen to feedback and change accordingly. Wow, crazy, right? God. Oh, man, oh, man.
I'm forced into speech because men of science have refused to follow my advice without knowing why. It is altogether against my will that I tell my reasons for opposing this contemplated invasion of the Antarctic and reveal the extravagant and incredible facts I suppressed thus far. As a geologist, my object in leading the Miskatonic University expedition was wholly that of securing deep-level specimens of rock and soil from various parts of the Antarctic continent, aided by that remarkable drill devised by Professor Frank H. Peabody of our engineering department. Professor Lake of the biology department had gone ahead and set a forward camp where he had found some interesting spot to use the drill. He had been sending messages with his findings. But all communication stopped since the beginning of the storm. I was analyzing some rocks we had gathered when the storm hit us at the McMurdo base camp.
Okay. Okay, now that I actually, understand how to work this. A sample of basalt. I can see the marks of the dynamite blast that broke this piece. And I was wrong in assuming these were supposed to be notes. They are literally just... They're just scraps of paper. Oh my goodness. Diary of another member of the expedition. I better not touch it. The one-eyed old man gives me the creeps. Fine.
As of some act of providence, all the messages from Lake had been carried out into the storm, lost forever. I wish now I had left it at that. But we were too worried about Lake and, of course, curious to know more about those unbelievable things he had spoken of in his messages.
My oh my.
At 7:15 a.m., January 25th, we started flying northwestward. The atmosphere was clear, fairly quiet, and relatively mild in temperature, and we anticipated very little trouble in reaching the latitude and longitude designated by Lake as the site of his camp. Our apprehensions were over what we might find or fail to find at the end of our journey, for silence continued to answer all calls dispatched to the camp. It was young Danforth who drew our notice to the curious regularities of the higher mountain skyline. Regularities like clinging fragments of perfect cubes, which Lake had mentioned in his messages. I felt a wave of uneasy consciousness of archaic mythical resemblances, of how disturbingly this lethal realm corresponded to the evil famed plateau of Lang in the primal writings. It was not a region I would care to be in or near. At the moment, I felt sorry that I had ever read the abhorrent Necronomicon, or talked so much with that unpleasantly erudite folklorist Wilmarth at the university. This mood undoubtedly served to aggravate my reaction to the bizarre mirage, which burst upon us as we drew near the mountains. I had seen dozens of polar mirages during the preceding weeks, but this one had a wholly novel and obscure quality of menacing symbolism. I was glad when the mirage began to break up, though in the process the various nightmare turrets and cones assumed distorted, temporary forms of even vaster hideousness.
My goodness.
Without an appropriate surface to land close to the camp, we settled for a small entrance of a cave, one which Lake had messages about and would surely take us to the camp. Danforth stood in the plain next to our long-range radios as I went into the cave, alone, searching for the camp somewhere to the northeast.
Okay. So, looking at... What was I even gonna say? What I do enjoy about this game, it is a relatively competent adaptation of the Mountains of Madness story. Which I said this 16 times in my first playthrough of this, but I fucking love the Mountains of Madness. It's legitimately one of my favorite Lovecraft novellas. What's the button? Tab. Okay. Fossil from the Jurassic period. Very nice. And they did the developer did a great job realizing a lot of the story. You know what? We need more cool stuff like this. Just little like two-ish hour experiences on Lovecraft novellas. I mean, a lot of them you probably couldn't even milk 2 hours out of them, let's be honest. Large ammonite fossil. The rock surrounding it suggests it has about 30 million years. which is far more recent than what we've known of ammonites to be alive. Wow. Okay, for this we need the ice pick. But you know, this adds a little bit of gameplay. Gotta hunt down items. Is this what search action is? Is that what that's called? No, I guess search action is more akin to like Resident Evil games. Coral fossil. At one time, this area was underwater. How exciting. You good, Barnes? Can you clean your feet somewhere else, my boy? Down in the pit. What are you doing, Barnes? Down in the pit, brother. Alright, let's go up. Let's go up. I'm like, oh man, what's the one Lovecraft story where God, a lot of Lovecraft stories just have like the worst endings to them. They like spend 45 fucking pages building something up and then they go like, it was me, I was the monster. Important discovery. Orendorff and Watkins working underground at 9:45 with light found monstrous barrel-shaped fossil of wholly unknown nature, probably vegetable unless overgrown specimen. Of unknown marine radiata. Tissue evidently preserved by mineral salts, tough as leather, but astonishingly flexible. Retained in places. Combs or wings that fold up and spread out like fans. Arrangement reminds one of certain monsters of primal myth, especially fabled elder things in Necronomicon, having trouble with dogs. They can't endure the new specimen. Would probably tear it to pieces if we didn't keep it at a distance from them. How exciting. Okay, we need to find the rope. Well, that only leaves one way to go. Down. Deeper. We must go deeper. Is that right, Barnes? We must go deeper. Number 15. We're going deeper. Okay, I already looked over here. God. Me and my buddy Adam have been watching Smiling Friends. It's fucking schizophrenic. It's really funny though. Highly recommend if you can endure like Newgrounds unhinged humor. Deep triangular and filamentous markings on the rock. They are recent if compared to other elements of these caves. Wow. Crazy. beautiful little cave. Quite frankly, that cave is beautiful. Alright, here we are. Sturdy ropes for rock climbing. Fowler makes discovery of highest importance in sandstone fragments from blast. Several distinct triangular striated prints, like those in Archean slate. Proving that source survived from over 600 million years ago to Comanchean times, without more than moderate morphological changes. Emphasize importance of discovery in press. Will mean to biology what Einstein has meant to mathematics and physics. Appears to indicate, as I suspected, the Earth has seen whole cycle or cycles of organic life before known one. Question arises when, where, and how development took place. Oh my. My oh my. Okay, we've got a rope now. How exciting. And then we got another ice wall. Okay. Well, let us rope. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do. But man, what a neat little game. So I don't have much to like talk about. I can't remember what I talked about for the most part in when I was first playing the game. But you know what? Kind of let the game speak for itself, maybe. It is a little dark for you guys. That's alright, though. Okay, I think it was up here. Man, oh man. Okay, I think I'm gonna just lower that just a touch. You know what? Actually, give me 1 second here. I never thought about this, but I'm gonna put a limiter on game sound, so you guys don't get your ears blown out ever. How about negative 10 decibels? You know what? That should be great. See how that sounds. Doesn't sound too bad. Goodness. Do 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 do. These caves are pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. Quite sprawling, but also Standard ladder for cave exploration. My favorite tool has finally arrived. The ladder. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, let's go down that rope first. Before I forget. Because I'm a forgetful little guy. And I was thinking of doing another New Vegas randomizer run. Just to fill the Friday slot again. Oh no, that down is just back to that cave. Okay. Just because, you know, sometimes we need a little concentrated madness in our lives. You know, my favorite part about this, about all of this, is that my dog Barnaby is just kind of like making noises in my ear this whole time. And it's definitely not at all terrifying. Not even in the slightest. Let me turn my mouse sensitivity down so it's a little more quote unquote cinematic for you guys. So it doesn't seem like I'm just bouncing around. You can actually see my deliberate mouse movements as opposed to me just going. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Fuck's sakes. Do. I got frickin' got some nonsense stuck in my head. Straight up nonsense. Straight up nonsense. It's a little too dark on the OBS side to see what I'm seeing, but boy, that's beautiful. Maybe I should tune it up just a little bit. All right, hold on. Game capture filter. I do have color correction. That's a little too bright. I'll lower the gamma just a touch. All right. I think that's about what I'm seeing on my monitor. Okay, that should be good. I don't believe that that's too bright. Found peculiar soapstone fragment about 6 inches across and 1.5 inches thick, wholly unlike any visible local formation. Greenish. Has curious smoothness and regularity, shaped like 5-pointed star with tips broken off, and signs of other cleavage at inward angles, and in center of surface. Probably some freak of water action. Gedney with magnifier thinks he can make out additional markings of geologic significance. Groups of tiny dots in regular pattern. Dogs growing uneasy as we work and seem to hate this soapstone. Dogs fucking hate soapstone, dude. They hate soap. Haven't you seen that Corona clip? Soap. Soap. Let me through. I need to make it through. Alright. What is an ammonite? Riddle me that one, scientists. What the hell is an ammonite? Anyways, with this, we can now escape. Escape to Lake's camp. Do. This isn't the right way. No, wait, it might be. It might be the right way. Hold on. Let my brain cook. No, this isn't the right way. I mean, it leads to the right way, though. Go down here. This is as they call a shortcut. Damn. Get a load of that. Get a load of that fucking shortcut.
You'd see the exit to Lake's camp.
It's nice of them to leave all their books on these white fucking end tables. Mills, Boudreaux, and Fowler discover a cluster of 13 more at underground point 40 feet from aperture. Of organic specimens, 8 apparently perfect with all appendages have brought all to surface, leading off dogs to distance. They cannot stand the things, cannot yet assign positively to animal or vegetable kingdom, but odds now favor animal. Probably represents incredibly advanced evolution of radiata without loss of certain primitive features. Fabulously early date of evolution preceding even simplest archaean protozoa hitherto known. Baffles all conjecture as to origin. Dyer better kick himself for having tried to stop my westward trip. First the world's greatest mountains, and then this. If this last isn't the high spot of the expedition, I don't know what is. Were made scientifically. Congrats. Poverty on the drill. Congrats, Poverty on the drill. That opened up the cave. Wow. Crazy.
It is only with vast hesitancy and repugnance that I let my mind go back to Lake's camp and what we really found there.
Okay, now let me click on that. That's fine. Man, this looks so cozy. If only it wasn't decades away from civilization.
The tremendous significance of our finding of the camp lies in what we dare not tell, what I would not tell now, but for the need of warning others off from nameless terrors.
Oh my god. Some bodies were incised and subtracted from in the most curious, cold-blooded, and inhuman fashion. All of the healthier, fatter bodies had the most solid mass of tissue cut out and removed, as by a careful butcher. And around them was a strange sprinkling of salt taken from the ravaged provisions on the plain. Oh my. Shovel, perfect to dig snow. Goodness, gosh, greeby gracious. Scattered bits of unorthodox slashed clothing and half impression and a half impression of print. That impression did not concern human prints at all, but was clearly mixed up with all the talk of fossil prints, which poor Lake had been given throughout the preceding weeks. On around the laboratory table were strewn things, and it didn't take long to guess what those things were. The carefully, though oddly and inexpertly dissected parts of one man and one dog. Shall spare the feelings of the survivors by omitting mentioning the man's identity. Lake's anatomical instruments were missing, but there were evidences of their careful cleansing. So are they implying that the Elder Things woke up and just started fucking going to town?
We carefully photographed all the main evidences of insane disorder at the camp, and it surely looked like madness to find 6 imperfect monstrosities carefully buried upright, while the 8 perfect specimens mentioned by Lake seemed to have been completely blown away. We shall use the prints to buttress our pleas against the departure of the proposed Starkweather Moor expedition. Insanity, centering in the missing kidney as the only possible surviving agent, was the explanation spontaneously adopted by everybody so far as spoken utterance was concerned. Though each of us may have harbored wild guesses which sanity forbade to formulate completely, for one had to be careful of one's imagination in the lee of those overshadowing mountains of madness. We started a tentative plan for one or more
1 sec.
plane, but now it is my terrible duty to amplify this account by filling in the merciful blanks with hints of what we really saw in the hidden transmontane world. As we drew near the forbidding peaks, dark and sinister above the line of crevice-riven snow and interstitial glaciers, we noticed more and more the curiously regular formations clinging to the slopes, and thought again of the strange paintings of Nicholas Roerich. We saw numerous square or semicircular entrances, as if the natural orifices into the mountains had been shaped to greater symmetry by some evil magic hand. Their wide distribution suggested that the whole region was honeycombed with tunnels. Such glimpses as we secured did not extend far within the caverns, but we saw that they were apparently clear of stalactites and stalagmites. Even the wind's burden held a peculiar strain of conscious malignity. It seemed that the composite sound included a bizarre musical whistling or piping over the omnipresent and resonant cave mouths. A few more feet of altitude, and we would behold the realm beyond. And then, having gained those last few feet, we did indeed stare across the momentous divide, and over the unsimple secrets of an elder and utterly alien earth. Both of us simultaneously cried out in mixed awe, wonder, terror, and disbelief in our own senses as we finally cleared the pass and saw what lay beyond. The frightful, unhuman ruins that had brooded there amidst the blasts of a bleak upland. Corona Mundi, roof of the world.
Goodness. Goodness gracious.
Selecting a spot nearest to the pass, since our next flight would be across the Great Range and back to camp, we succeeded about 12:30 p.m. in coming down on a smooth, hard snowfield, wholly devoid of obstacles and well adapted to a swift and favorable takeoff later on.
Well, in my last video, my last stream, I had a whole bit talking about how that's not really enough room to land or take off a ski plane. But whatever, who cares? Who gives a shit? I sure don't. But yeah. I do think that these are relatively interesting interpretation of the Cyclopean towers that H.P. Lovecraft describes in the novella. And certainly for a good part of this little exploration we're going to be doing. They're quite maze-like and huge, so that'll be fun. Travel was very frequent, but permanent migration seemed relatively rare, except for the vast colonizing movements by which the race expanded. For personal locomotion, no external aid was used, since in land, air, and water, movement alike, the old ones seemed to possess excessively vast capacities for speed. Loads, however, were drawn by beasts, and were beasts of burden, shoggoths, under the sea, and a curious variety of primitive vertebrates in the later years of land existence. Vertebrates, as well as an infinity of other life forms, were the product of unguided evolution, acting on life cells made by the old ones, but escaping beyond their radius of attention. They had been suffered to develop unchecked because they had not come in conflict with the dominant beings. Bothersome forms, of course, were mechanically exterminated. It interested us to see a shambling primitive mammal used sometimes for food and sometimes as an amusing buffoon by the land dwellers, whose vague simian and inhuman foreshadowings were unmistakable. Okay, if you say so. Let me through. I gotta get through. Like, did anybody ever make, like, a Mountains of Madness inspired, like, map in Minecraft? Because I feel like that'd be a pretty good go-to for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Big like Cyclopean towers. Youch! For the prehistoric flights through cosmic space, legend said, they had absorbed certain chemicals and became almost independent of eating, breathing, or heat conditions. But by the time of the Great Cold, they had lost track of the method. Being non-pairing and semi-vegetable in structure, the old ones had no biological basis for the family phase of mammal life, but seemed to organize large households on the principle of comfortable space utility and congenial mental association. Alighting. Can I talk, please, without you crumbling at me? Lighting, in the case of the land inhabitants, was accomplished by a device probably electrochemical in nature. Both on land and underwater, they used curious tables, chairs, and couches like cylindrical frames for the rested and slept upright with folded down tentacles, and racks for the hinged sets of dotted surfaces forming their books. Crazy. Oh, mountains of madness. You drive me truly mad. My ladder. My beautiful ladder. Yep. 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 Ow. No. Put me down. Okay. Here we are. Government was evidently complex and probably socialistic, though no certainties in this regard could be deduced from the sculptures we saw. There was extensive commerce, both local and between different cities. Certain small, flat counters, 5-pointed and inscribed, serving as money. Probably the smaller of the various greenish soapstones found by our expedition were pieces of such currency. Though the culture was mainly urban, some agriculture and much stock raising existed. Mining and a limited amount of manufacturing were also practiced. Well, how about that? Ouch. I would have to assume some mining was practiced if they fucking built these giant goddamn pillars. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking granite or whatever. We non-Euclidean roof foe today. Oh my god. Was that a shoggoth? No way. Okay, me memeing aside, I think that is probably the coolest looking shoggoth I've ever seen. Okay. Is that supposed to scare me? Is that supposed to scare me? Nothing's even coming for me. Nothing's even coming. Banana. For me. Banana. This mural shows a map of this area. It seems I can go through a building to the south and across a bridge to get to the tower's upper floor, where a passage leads to a complex worth exploring at the edge of the underground ocean. Now, let's see. Let's see if this got fixed. No, it didn't. I don't think we're supposed to be able to do that. Fairly certain not supposed to be able to do that. Alright. I left this here in case you need it, Danforth. Okay, thank you, Danforth. You're a gentleman and a scholar, as they say. Okay, we found a star. Alright, this is a jumping puzzle. I mean, I could use the ladder. I think I'd rather just jump, though. A little bit faster. Just a touch faster. Just a touch. Youch. Youch, my spine. Youch. Owie. Hmm. How creepy. It was under the sea, at first for food and later for other purposes, that the old ones first created Earth life. They had done the same thing on other planets, having manufactured not only necessary foods, but certain multicellular protoplasmic masses capable of molding their tissue into all sorts of temporary organs under hypnotic influence, and thereby forming ideal slaves to perform the heavy work of the community. Abdul al-Hazred whispered about as the Shoggoth in his frightful Necronomicon. Oh me, oh my. I don't really want to get too in the weeds down here. I don't think there's anything really worth exploring. You know, nothing that progresses the story along, at least. And you know what? If you guys wanna, if anyone watching this wants to explore a little deeper into these crazy places, by all means, buy the game. It's only $10. $10 Fortnite card. Okay, can't quite reach that. Uh. Down we go. Look at all these. Look at all these little things. A steady trend down the ages was from water to land, a movement encouraged by the rise of new land masses. Though the ocean was never wholly deserted, another cause for the landward movement was the new difficulty in breeding and managing the shoggoths, upon which successful sea life depended. How exciting. So they couldn't handle the shoggoths anymore. Shoggoths seem to have been peculiarly intractable towards the middle of the Permian Age, when a veritable war of resubjugation was waged upon them by the marine Old Ones. Pictures of this war and of the headless, slime-coated fashion in which the shoggoths typically left their slain victims had a marvelously fearsome quality despite the intervening abyss of untold age. The Old Ones had used curious weapons of molecular disturbance against the rebel entities. In the end, had achieved a complex victory. Shoggoths were tamed and broken by armed Old Ones, as the wild horses of the American West were tamed by cowboys. Though during the rebellion, the Shoggoths had strewn an ability to live out of water, had shewn the ability to live out of water. This transition was not encouraged, since their usefulness on land would hardly have been commensurate with the trouble of their management. Oh, those goddamn shoggoths. Huh? We're making so much noise. I think we came in from this way. Do 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 do. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Oh goodness. Come on, come on, come on. Quit getting stuck on stairs. An Unreal Engine moment. I don't want to go this way. That's a silly way to go. No, that's not what I want. I want a rope. Okay, there. Cool. There appears to be a door over here, which I did not use in my previous playthrough. Oh. This door might be bugged. 3 star handles are missing. Do I need to find more stars? Now, I don't rightly know about that one. Okay, that's the way forward. Do we want to just continue? We're getting pretty close to the end. It's only been about an hour. Maybe I'll look around some more for those star handles. Because I would like to know what's in that tower. Maybe I should keep that a mystery, though. In case anybody watching this wants to go buy the game. I mean, I don't really feel great today, so I should probably keep it to a shorter stream, but... let's see if I can at least find one more. Because... even in all my wandering around in the first time I played this, I really couldn't find anything. Unless they were exceptionally hidden. Which could be the case. Exceptionally hidden. Okay. Well, I guess this is the top. So let us search all the center rooms now while we're going down. Okay, nothing. Here's a little... some old ones in the decadent days had made strange prayers to western mountains, but none ever went near them, or dared to guess what lay beyond. I studied the emotions conveyed in the carvings and pre-human sculptures. Notion that lightning paused meaningfully. Now and then, at each of the brooding quests, and pinnacles, all through the long polar night. There may be a real and very monstrous meaning to the old Panacotic whispers about Kadath and the cold wastes. Now let's go over here quick. Do. Oh, it's just a shortcut. Is this just a shortcut? Excuse me. This does appear to be a shortcut. One would reckon that we'd get this shortcut after finding a star, you'd think. I'm just thinking like my game design brain. I'm putting my game designer hat on. This is not a shortcut after all. This is just a map evidently showing the... ow, my frickin' back. Carboniferous world displayed significant rifts and chasms destined later to separate the continents. Other charts showed all present continents well differentiated. And in the latest discoverable specimen, the approximate world of today appears quite clearly in the Carboniferous map. The whole globe bore symbols of the old ones, vast stone cities, but in later charts they gradually receded towards the Antarctic. The final Pliocene specimen showed no land cities except on the Antarctic continent and the tip of South America, nor any ocean cities north of the 15th parallel of south latitude. Knowledge and interest in the northern world, save for a study of coastlines, probably made during long exploration flights on those fan-like membranes. Fan-like membranous wings. Sorry, I can't read very well today. I have a ginormous headache. Had evidently declined to 0 among the old ones. Damn. They ain't flying. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. What's up, Barnes? What does that mean? What in God's name does that mean? What in the goddamn? You know what? Call me what you will. Call me what you want. Call me what you will. I'm not going that way. Simple as. Okay, we'll do it in just a second. We'll go that way in just a second. I gotta deal with my boy. My guy, my little fella. So I'll be back in just a moment. Short break time. Be right back. Okay, here we are. Oh my god, we're back again. Time to get the pants scared off of me. Are we ready to get the pants scared off of me? I sure am. This looks like a maze, which I'm not amazed by. Little wordplay. Little wordplay there. That's how you know I'm the smartest cat boy in the room, because I'm addicted to wordplay. That came out wrong. That came out wrong. No, wait. That came out wrong. No, stop. No. Oh. God damn it. Ultimate blow. All hope of a long occupancy of the city had perished among the old ones. The ultimate blow was the coming of the Great Cold, which once held most of the earth in thrall, and which has never departed from the ill-fated poles. The Great Cold that, at the world's other extremity, had put an end to the fabled land of Lomar and Hyperborea. Did you know that we are technically still in an ice age? Because ice, the label, quote-unquote, ice age, is only referring to, there being ice on the poles. So yeah, apparently we're still in an ice age. You know what? That's pretty cool. Too loud. Too loud. Very scary. Too loud. Spooky sounds scare me. I'm getting, like, stuck on something. Oh, he got me. No! You became a part of the realm of ice and death. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh no! How dare. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Fucking obnoxious. Alright. Do we try? I mean, now that I know what the jump scare looks like, I'm not that scared. Not quote-unquote jump scare, you know what I mean. It's not an actual jump scare. Let's go down here and grab this note quick. Oh, goodness gracious. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. If I were to save and exit, so to speak, would this then make this my save? That's my question. I'm not trying to game the system or anything. Okay, no. There are set safe points. I see how it is. Okay, you know what? Screw that note. I don't care. Let's go get murdered by a Shoggoth again. Let's go. No way. Can I be a little ne'er-do-well? Can I be a little silly Billy? Okay, the answer is no. I can't be a little silly Billy. Where is this funny little guy? Hmm. Hmm. Does he have, like, a patrol path, or is he, like, magnetized to me, I wonder? No, they got me. I don't even know where he was, but they got me. Okay, I don't think that's doing it for me, if I'm being honest. Oh, and I'm stuck again. Okay, so yeah. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go finish the game. But you know, good try on all accounts. Gave it the good old college try. Not gonna get all those stars. But oh well. Who cares? You want to give it the good old college try, buy the game. It's $10. Okay. Dooba 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 boo. Bee 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 boo. Why do I have ballin' stuck in my head? Like, of all the songs I've stuck in my head, why that one? I want to say there is a distinct possibility that I'm gaming the system by doing this. Because maybe you are supposed to... Oh, yeah, no, totally. You're supposed to... You're supposed to go through here. And come out the other side. Huh. So I'm cheating. I mean, I wouldn't say cheating, actually. I'm using the game's mechanics, to its full potential. That's what I'm doing. It is not cheating. They gave me the mechanics. Ooh, what could that be? Whoa! Oh, he's actually really tiny. He was just a really tiny little guy.
Ahead. Paradoxically, it was both less frightful and more frightful. Less frightful to its view, but infinitely appalling in this place under the no circumstances. For the odor was the plain, familiar one of common petrol, everyday gasoline.
Everyday gasoline. The scattered objects were, so far as substance was concerned, all from Lake's camp. Could not have been other than a sort of camp. The paper around were full of sketches in a strange and assured technique, perhaps superior, despite haste and carelessness, to any of the decadent carvings from which excuse me, from which I had passed so far. Today they formed a map. Together they formed a map to some hideous path to the interior of the mountain, to an underground hidden ocean. I mean, you say that, but I don't know if that's quite the case. Okay. Goodness. So this is a lot darker now. Still doesn't work. Oh well, such is life. But, awooga, but.
There are those who will say I was utterly mad not to flee for my life after that, since my conclusions were now, notwithstanding their wildness, completely fixed, and of a nature I need not even mention to those who have read my account as far as this. Perhaps I was mad, for have I not said those horrible peaks were mountains of madness? But I think I can detect something of the same spirit, albeit in a less extreme form, in the man who stalked deadly beasts through African jungles to photograph them or study their habits. Half paralyzed with terror though I was, there was nevertheless fanned within me a blazing flame of awe and curiosity, which triumphed in the end, as I kept my goal of finding the hidden underground ocean.
The hidden underground ocean. The hidden underground ocean. Let's see if I can remember my way around this maze. I certainly hope they would not be as funny as to put a Shoggoth in this maze. Because I fucking hate mazes with enemies in them. Let's say it's this way. No, I feel like that is incorrect. That is incorrect. This way may also be incorrect. This way is definitely incorrect. Yes. Alright. Turn back. I might have made a wrong turn earlier. Okay, we're going back. Okay, I believe this may be where I made the wrong turn. Or maybe not. correct. I don't necessarily think this one's correct either. Whatever, I'll just keep wandering around until I find something. Oh, definitely not in this direction, at least. Okay. Looking at least moderately correct. Nope, never mind. I'm just a fucking liar. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Why that song, though? Why is that song stuck in my goddamn head? Okay, I think we want to go this way. It's been a week. It's been a week since I last played this, so pardon me if my brain doesn't function. I mean, not that it ever functions, but, you know. Okay, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. I would love to open this up and see what, like, the actual configuration of the tunnels is.
The farther one advanced, the warmer it became, and a nameless, acrid, and diffuse scent became apparent in the air. I wondered whether there were any actually igneous manifestations below, and whether the waters of that sunless sea were hot.
Wank. A wank. Come on, give me a wank on camera here, bud. Come on, brother. Give me that wank. There we go. Hell yeah. What an epic penguin. A wank. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Fuck. Fucking fuck. Fucking song. It's insidious. That song is a subversive element. It gets inside you and it changes you. Makes you think differently. Makes your insides rot out.
The nameless scent was now curiously mixed with another and scarcely less offensive odor. Of what nature we could not guess, though we thought of decaying organisms and perhaps unknown subterranean fungi.
This carving was coarse, bold, and wholly lacking in delicacy of detail. I had the idea that it was a sort of palimpsest? Palimpsest. Formed after the obliteration of a previous design. In nature, it was wholly decorative and conventional, yet seeming more like a parody than a perpetuation of that tradition. I could not get it out of my mind that some subtly but profoundly alien element had been added to the aesthetic, feeling behind the technique. An alien element, I guessed, that was responsible for the manifestly laborious substitution. Interesting. Good, interesting words. Those are all words.
Penguin beaks against the clove tissues later dissected would hardly account for this terrible damage. Nature had played a hellish jest on them, and this was their tragic homecoming. Poor Lake, poor Gitman, and poor old ones. Scientists to the last. What had they done that we would not have done in their place? God, what intelligence and persistence. Radiates, vegetables, monstrosities, star spawn. Whatever they had been, they were men.
I do love the "they were men" hard cut off. Oh, hey, Danforth, how's it going? A Shoggoth. Don't leave me behind, Danforth. Danforth, you fraud. Come back. Danforth, you fucker. Can't believe this guy. Can't believe this Danforth guy. Just ran off.
Danforth and I have recollections of emerging into the great circular space and of threading our back trail through the cyclopean rooms and corridors of the dead city. Yet these are purely dream fragments involving no memory of volition, details, or physical exertion. It was as if we floated in a nebulous world or dimension without time, causation, or orientation. All was well with the plane, and we clumsily hauled on our heavy flying furs. Danforth got the engine started without trouble, and we made a very smooth takeoff over the nightmare city. As we drew close to the jutting peaks, the wind's strange piping again became manifest, and I could see Danforth's hand trembling at the controls. Rank amateur though I was, I thought at the moment that I might be a better navigator than he in effecting the dangerous crossing between pinnacles. And when I made motions to change seats and take over his duties, he did not protest. But Danforth, released from his piloting and keyed up to a dangerous nervous pitch, could not keep quiet. It was then that his mad shrieking brought us so close to disaster, by shattering my tight hold on myself and causing me to fumble helplessly with the controls for a moment. A second afterward, my resolution triumphed, and we made the crossing safely. Yet, I am afraid that Danforth will never be the same again. He refused to tell me what final horror made him scream out so insanely, a horror which, I feel sadly sure, is mainly responsible for his present breakdown. He has on rare occasions whispered disjointed and irresponsible things about the Black Pit, the Carven Rim, the Proto-Shoggoths, the Elder Pharaohs, Yog-Sothoth, the Moon Ladder, and other bizarre conceptions. Of course, Danforth did not hint at any of those specific horrors till after his memory had had a chance to draw on his bygone reading. He could never have seen so much in one instantaneous glance. When he is fully himself, he repudiates all this and attributes it to his curious and macabre reading of the whole worm-riddled copy of the Necronomicon kept under lock and key in the college library. All that Danforth has ever hinted is that the final horror was a mirage, a single, fantastic, demonic glimpse among the churning zenith clouds of what lay back of those other westward mountains which the old ones had shunned and feared. His shrieks, though, at the time, were confined to the repetition of a single mad word of all too obvious source.
My goodness. Well, that was The Mountains of Men. So, for what it is worth, I am able to deduce that I skipped the entire challenging part of the game by using the ladder that they so graciously give me at the start. So, I mean, if you want a cool story game and you don't want to, have to deal with any of the like horror elements. You can just skip them, I guess, with that ladder. Um, Either way, fantastic game for the price they're asking for it. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. The way I say things sometimes makes me think I'm not a native English speaker. Um, but yeah, no, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. This is my second time playing it, and I still enjoyed it. Um, I think maybe the the kind of stealth gameplay could use a bit of a rework because it seemed like I was doing nothing wrong and still getting caught by the Shoggoths in that one area. Hence why I skipped. Um, but also good on the dev, whether intentional or not, to have the ability to to skip the more horror element of it for people who aren't quite interested in dealing with that. Also, I don't know if the Shoggoths in the dark there were just like invisible, but I did not see the ones that were catching me. Either way, that's gonna be today's stream. If you liked it, thanks. If you tuned in, God, I'm so fucking unhinged. If you tuned in, thanks for watching. If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching as well. I've got no fucking clue what I'm gonna do next Friday, but maybe another Fallout randomizer. Wednesday, I think we might be able to finish. We might be able to finish Persona 3 on Wednesday, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know about that. Either way, Persona 3 on Wednesday. Not quite sure what we're gonna do on Friday. Maybe Fallout New Vegas randomizer. If you enjoyed, if you've gotten this far, why don't you follow me on Twitch? Why don't you subscribe to my YouTube, Thievish Login VTubering? And have a great day. Have a great day. I'm stuck. My mouse is stuck. All right. Have a great day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.